So now we are going to see the question number 5A, that is XYZ Limited processes 1,50,000 kgs of raw material in a month to produce two products, namely P and Q. So we are going to produce two products using same kind of raw material. So this is a problem relating to joint and byproducts. So the cost of raw material is 8 rupees per kg. So raw material cost will comes in joint cost, okay, because we are using the same kind of raw materials for producing two products. So 1,50,000 into 8, that means we will be getting around 12 lakhs. So my cost of raw material is 12 lakhs. So they have given process cost per month, direct material, wages, variable overheads, fixed overheads, everything. So my total joint cost, it is inclusive of raw materials 12 lakhs, direct materials 3,50,000, wages 2,80,000, variable overheads 235, and fixed overheads 1,45,000. So I will be having a joint cost of around 22 lakhs 10,000 I will be having. So here they have given the loss in process is 5%. So my total input is 1,50,000 kgs, right? So my input is 1,50,000 kgs. So in this I have a loss of 5%, that is around 7,500 I am having a loss. So my output will be 150 minus 7,500. So I will be getting 1,42,500 kgs of output. So in this I am producing P and Q simultaneously in the ratio of 1:2. So out of 1,42,500, P is 1/3. So 142,500 into 1/3, that is around 47,500 kgs, and Q 1,42,500 into 2/3, so which is around 95,000 kgs. So this entire two products is sold at split of point. So that is without further processing we are going to sell, means I will be getting a selling price of 12 rupees per kg of Q and P, and for Q I will be getting 20 rupees per kg. So a proposal is available to further process the product P. So I have a proposal to process P alone, not for Q. So P I can process by mixing it other purchase material. So the entire current output of P can be processed further to obtain a new product X. So P can be processed into S. So altogether P will be newly formed as S. So the S price is 15 rupees. Out of each kg of output of S will require 1 kg of input of P. So that is 47,500 kgs. By using this I can produce 47,500 kgs of S. So there is no changes in output. So the cost of processing of P into S including other materials 1,85,000. Fine. So now they told we need to prepare a statement showing monthly profitability based on existing manufacturing operation and on further processing, that is without processing, means I will be having P and Q. If it is with processing I will be producing P as S and Q. So for S and Q we need to prepare a profitability statement, and for without processing P and Q I need to prepare for profitability statement. Based on this we need to recommend further processing. So joint cost are made on sales value. So apportionment of joint cost is made on sales value. So this point needs to be noted. So for this I need to calculate sales value first, right? So what is the sales value here? So sales value of P, that is 12 into 47,500 kgs, and that is 5,70,000. And Q we have 95,000 kgs of at the rate of selling prices 20 rupees. So I will be getting 19 lakhs. So my total sales is 24 lakhs 70,000. So based on this, I have to apportion the joint cost, which is around 22 lakh 10,000, right? So how I will apportion this 22 lakh 10,000 into my sales of P divided by total sales of P and Q. That is 5 lakh 10,000 I will be getting. Same way for Q, 22 lakh 10,000 into Q selling price divided by total. That is 17 lakhs. So my joint cost will be apportioned as 5 lakh 10,000 and 17 lakhs. So fine. So now we have calculated joint cost, everything we have intact. So now we can prepare profitability statement. So let's prepare statement showing monthly profitability. So we are going to prepare without further processing and with further processing. So without further processing, PQ and total. So here S, Q and total. So sales. So without processing, we have already calculated it as 5 lakh 70,000, 19 lakhs and 24 lakh 70,000. Joint for this we will be having only joint cost, that is 5 lakh 10,000, 17 lakhs. So total we will be having 12 lakhs. So my profit will be 60,000, 2 lakhs and 2 lakh 60,000. This is my profit. So for S, selling price is 15 rupees. So 15 into 47,500 kgs of P, right? So same kgs here also. For Q it is same. So my total will be 26 lakh 12,500, and we have the same joint cost, and we will be having other cost as well, that is 1,85,000 per month. This is post separation expenses. So we will be having 17,500, 2 lakhs and total of 2,17,500. So for without processing I will be getting a profit of 2,60,000, but after further processing my profit is going to reduce for 2,17,000. So I won't recommend further processing. So further processing of P into S is not recommended, because the profit is reduced to 2,17,500. So because profit is reduced to 2,17,500. So that's all about question number 5A. So now let's move on to next question. So J and M submits the following information regarding composition and wage rates of labor force engaged on job number R40, which is scheduled to be completed in 80 hours. So category of workers PQR, we have standard time, number of workers, hourly wage rate, number of workers for actual, and hourly wage rate per worker they have given. The work is actually completed in 80 hours, 88 hours. So we have a standard of 80 hours, but we have completed in 88 hours. So we need to calculate cost, labor cost variance, rate variance, efficiency variance, revised efficiency variance, and mixed variance. So that is, revised efficiency variance is nothing but yield variance. So I have uploaded a separate video how to remember the formulas very easily for labor variance and material variance. So I request you to refer that video as well. So let's solve this one. So we need to calculate. So first, it is better to calculate what are all the details available. Let's complete that. Okay. So we have a category. So category. So here I will be having standard time. So category grade P, Q and R I am having, right? So for this grade P I am having 60 workers. So standard time is 80, right? So 60 workers into 80 per worker. So 4,800, and for Q it is 40 and R it is 50. So 40 into 80 and 50 into 80. So this is our standard time, that is around totally 12,000 hours we are having. So we have standard rate as well. So standard rate 2.5, 1.75, 1.25. Then I require actual time. So actual time they have completed in 88 hours. So each worker have taken 88 hours. So 55 into 88, 30 into 88, and 70 workers, right, finally into 88. So total actual time is 13,640. Actual rate now. So actual rate 3,211. So first let's calculate labor cost variance. So labor cost variance is very simple. So total standard cost, remember if it is cost variance, standard cost minus the variance between standard and actual, right? So standard minus actual cost. So how we will be calculating standard cost? That is standard time into standard rate. So that is standard time into standard rate minus actual time into actual rate. So this is our formula, right? So for P I am calculating 4,800 into 2.5 minus 4,840 into 3. So if I am calculating this, 2,520 I will be getting in adverse, that is negative, it means adverse variance. So for Q again 3,200 into 1.75 minus 2,640 into 2. So here I am getting a favor, that is 320 favor. So for R 4,000 into 1.25 minus 6160 into 1. So this is again adverse variance. So total is 3000. Together all three variances 3360. So my labor cost variance is 3360 adverse. Now let's calculate labor rate variance. Okay, so labor rate variance is equal to, so this is difference between rate, that is standard rate minus actual rate into actual hours. So remember, we are using actual hours only in rate variance. No other formula is using actual hours, and no formulas is using actual rate, that is multiplied by actual rate. Only here we will be using actual time into actual rate. But apart from this, we are not using for anything else. Okay. So for grade B, the difference is 2.5 minus my actual rate, that is 3, into actual hours, that is 4840. So 2420 adverse. So same way for Q. So Q standard rate is 1.75 minus actual rate 2. So obviously this will be in adverse into my actual hours, that is 2640. So this is also in adverse. Then for R, 1.25 minus 1. So this will be in favor only. So into actual time 6160. So this should be in favor. So together I will be getting 1540 adverse. So now let's calculate labor efficiency variance. So efficiency is nothing but your hours, based on hours only, how efficient the labors are performing, we will be calculating. So here the formula should be the difference between the actual hours and standard hours. So we will be calculating first standard time or standard hours, whatever you can use, minus actual hours into standard rate. Okay, so here the hours for standard hours is 4800 minus 4840. So if I am preparing this tabular column, then for calculating all the variances it will be very easy for me. So into standard time 2.5. So this is again adverse. So for Q, 3200 minus 2640 into 1.75, and for R it is 4000 minus 6160 into 1.25. So for grade Q we are having favor, and again this one is adverse. So together I am having 1820 adverse. So now here we can check one more point, that is 1820 and 1540, both are in adverse only. So if I am calculating this together, I will be getting 3360, which is equal to my labor cost variance. So whatever I have calculated is right only. If it is getting any mistakes, so this answer won't get tallied, this reconciliation won't work out. So if we have idle time variance, we have to include that as well. So then we have revised efficiency variance, right? So we need to calculate revised standard hours. So here I'm including one more column, that is revised standard hours, that is RSH. So for RSH, I have to take standard time of particular grade of workers, that is P in this case, divided by total standard hours, that is 12,000, into my actual hours, that is total actual hours. So that is 13,640. So 3,200 divided by 12,000 into 13,640 in this case. So 3,337 hours, right? Then here 4,000 divided by 12,000 into 13,640. So 4,547 hours. So together we need to get the same actual time, that is 13,640. So revised standard hours and actual hours total will match. So in case of idle time, we have to deduct that and we have to calculate this. So labor overrides revised efficiency variance is equal to, now we need to calculate based on revised standard time and standard time. So the difference should be standard time minus RSH into SR, that is standard rate. So for grade P, standard time is 4,800, right? So 4,800 minus 5,456 into my standard rate is 2.5. So 1,640 adverse. So for Q, 3,200 minus 3,637 into 1.75. So 764.75 adverse. 4,000 minus 4,547, that is my RSH, into my standard rate, that is 1.25. So again this is adverse. So the total is 3,088.5 adverse. So now we need to calculate labor mix variance. So labor mix variance is very easy. So we have to use, so labor mix variance formula is, we already calculated standard hours and RSH, right? Now we need to calculate RSH and actual hours. So the formula is RSH minus actual hours into standard rate. So RSH here in this case 5,456 minus my AH, that is 4,840, into my standard time, that is standard rate 2.5. So I will be getting 1,540 favor. So here 3,637 minus 3,200 into 1.75. So hope the formulas are very clear now. By this time it is by hearted. So this also comes in favor only. So just a second. Actual hours is 2640. So 1744.75. 4547 minus 6160. So here we will be getting adverse into 1.25. 2016.25 adverse. So together I am having 1268.5 favor. So now we have another reconciliation, that is here I am getting favor 1268, and here I am having 3088, right? So together I will be getting 1820. This is in minus, so adverse. So this should be matched with your labor efficiency variance. Then the calculation which we have done is perfectly matching. So that's all about this question. So this is an very easy and simple variance problem. So we can easily get 7 marks. So in this each variance, for calculating each and every variance, we will be awarding 1 marks. So for calculating all the variances, that is together 5 variance we have, so we will be getting 5 marks. So and for remaining 2 marks, for this calculation of standard time, reverse standard time and all, we will be getting 2 marks. So even if you don't know the formula, just give it a try so that you won't lose full marks, right? At least you can score partial marks.